G'day everybody. I haven't made a gardening video for a while, but there's a native eucalypt tree that I've come across which I thought I'd share with you guys. But before I do, you might notice that we are completely smoked out here in the alpine region of Victoria, Australia, because we're completely surrounded by bushfires at the moment. So I thought, since we're the country of fire and I've stumbled across this interesting native eucalypt that I'd like to share, that today would be a good day to do it. So a couple years ago, I was running the vegetable garden for Lentil as Anything in the Abbotsford convent, and in one of the vegetable patches, this eucalypt here, 3 of them grew from seed, volunteered their way up, so I dug them out and gave 2 away, and have had this one for over 2 years now. And I broke the top off early in spring, but it's shot back up. Now, the interesting thing about this eucalypt compared to other eucalyptuses is that it grows really easy from a cutting. So all these shoots that grow off the side, I just pick them off and pick the leaves off. It's hard to with one hand, and I don't even strip the bark back like you do with a lot of trees that you grow from cuttings. I literally just pick the leaves off and leave about 2 leaves on top and put it in a bottle or a glass of water. The hotter it is, the quicker roots will grow. But if it's cold, it might just sit there for all of winter until it gets a little bit of warmth. Well, you can see my basil collection as well. Because we're in the middle of one of the most crazy bushfires in history, I have all my basil undercover in the carport, and it's stressing out a bit because it's not getting its usual daily dose of sun. But let's get back to the story. So these eucalypts, I have no idea exactly what kind they are, and it's driving me crazy. Eucalyptuses have a tendency to morph into different forms during different ages. So these younger leaves might not be what it looks like when it's fully grown, or it might be what it looks like. I just don't know. So I put it in a bottle of water, and because it's so hot at the moment, these roots are literally about 4 weeks. Look at that root system. And to grow off a eucalyptus, I have tried to grow so many eucalyptuses from cuttings, and this is the only kind that I've come across that's a sure thing, and I just don't know what it is. So I've got a little pot here. I don't like to buy new plastic pots, but when I run out, I can always use milk bottles. So I just got my little spade here. This is also the one-handed gardening channel. I'd usually do this a lot easier with 2 hands. I need to get a filmer. So once it's rooted, I just pop it in, pop those roots down, and fill her back up. And from there, after water, she's good to go. And also I've noticed with this variety of eucalyptus, it is super, super, super strong. I planted a baby one, a bit bigger than this, in a desert region of Australia, and came back 3 months later, and it was still living when everything else had died. So not only does it grow, we'll just put this baby one in the water, and we'll have a new one in a few weeks. So not only does it grow super easy from seed, but it grows even easier from a cutting and is super duper duper drought tolerant, because I know a lot of eucalyptuses are already drought tolerant. I'll show you some bigger ones while I'm talking that I did cuttings from a while ago. So these cuttings are from last year, and look how nice and big that is. It has a red stem when it's younger, I've noticed as well. See if I can zoom in on this moving stem. Maybe not. So that's pretty big now. And here's another one. If I knew that they would grow so well, I would have done more. See this beautiful rich red stem? I don't know if that will help anybody to identify it. And my little teenager, the red stem goes down. Oh, wrong one. This one, sorry. This red stem starts to turn greener and then just turns into a grey. The little twigs that I break off to make new ones. So I'm thoroughly impressed with this eucalyptus, and hopefully it's not a ravenous weed, so I can use it for regeneration, because as you might know, right now in Australia we are losing millions of beautiful trees to these fires that are raging at the moment, so we're going to need millions of beautiful babies to replace them. So if anybody can identify this tree, I would love to find out exactly what it is, to know if it's worth using for regeneration. And if I find out, I'll leave the name in the comment thing below. And that's what I wanted to share with you today. So I hope you all have a good day. And yeah, bye.